Hey, what's going on, everyone? Tania B here. So I want to speak about why is it so hard to leave a relationship? Why is it so hard to get out of a relationship that is no longer for your best and highest good? Like, you know, deep inside, that relationship should be gone. Okay, so I'm gonna speak about three things for myself of that I had to sit down with myself, like, why did I stay? And maybe you all can relate if some new things come up for yourself of why you may have stayed in relationships, or maybe why you're still in a unhealthy, toxic relationship right now, and what's the reason for you to actually stay. So I'm just going to name three things, and then maybe we can start like a dialogue, maybe in the comments, or maybe you can just trigger something inside of yourself so that you can self-reflect, and maybe this could help you start the steps of getting out, or maybe give you an extra push to get out. So I know one of the things for me, what was a common thing for me, was the time that I put in. I felt like, look, I done did with weeks, months, and years of being with you. I don't want to have to start over again, because it's, oh my gosh, for me, like, the whole dating scene and having to get to know the person all over again, and what they like, what they don't like, what works, what don't work, and all of this stuff, the time, the effort, meeting their family, meeting their friends, you know, the relationships that's being built, like, the time that I put in was one of the things that was holding me back of not wanting to let go, because I felt like I invested so much time in that person. Is that something that you probably can feel as well? Another thing that was hard for me of why to let go of a relationship that was no longer serving me was the sex. And not necessarily that because it was just off amazing, off just phenomenal sex. Yes, some partners were. But it was the whole notion of myself, like, dang, if I break up with this person, not only did I have the time invested in them, now I'm had to get into a new relationship, and then that's another, I don't want to say body, another sexual partner. You know, one thing that I've learned even with sex is that I'm a strong believer that when you do merge your body together with another person, that their energy, their spirit, whatever they're going through, especially if it's somebody who had maybe depressed or anger all the time or whatever, you know, their inner demons, it's being transferred to me now because of the properties of what I believe what sex does, you know. And of course it can go the other way as well too, with positive traits that could also come into you as well. But as you all know, with my channel that I speak about lesbian domestic violence, from the perspective of the abuser, that a lot of my relationships were toxic, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe I was like, well, I don't want to have to deal with another sexual partner and then take on other people's demons, and I'm already facing my own shit. You see what I'm saying? That's just something that I believe. Do y'all feel that as well too? That like another person's emotions and unburied stuff can be transferred to you energetically. And so that was also another thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm gonna learn how to just fix it while I'm with this person. I already invested the time, because I don't want to have to keep hopping from person to person to person, because I mean, hey, who doesn't like sex? And yes, most likely going to have sex with your partner, you know, your new partner. So that was another thing that kind of held me back from getting out of a relationship that I just did not want to be in, you know. And another thing that kept me from, you know, getting out of relationships with people who were just toxic with me was because I felt I loved them, and I felt that, you know what, I can make it work, that we can learn together. It kind of ties into like the time invested, but just of being with this person for such a long time, and that my belief that, hey, we can fix these things. So one of, I would say number 3 is the hope that this relationship can change. Okay, so it was the belief that I had, like, okay, if we do this and that, you know, maybe if we go out more, maybe if we pray together, you know, maybe if we, you know, do just producing activity together, whatever, be more intimate, like maybe we can fix the relationship. It was the notion of hope that things could get better, even though on the outside it was not seeming that way at all. But wanting it to work so bad, just wanting it to work so bad, that I just kept being in it, and it was taking a drain on me, and I'm sure it was probably taking a drain on my partners as well. So those were 3 things that has kept me in relationships, and I know there's more as well. And so if something else that came up for you, you like drop it in the comment, or like we can have a dialogue with each other. You can always text me. I'm at 248-7-TANIA-B. That's 248-7-TANIA-B. And I would love to know, like, what is keeping you in your relationship that is no longer serving you. All right, you all, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And just to let you know, I have written my book, 10 Things I've Learned from Being a Lesbian Domestic Abuser. You can actually pick this up on Amazon right now. You just type in Tania Butler and the book will pop right up. Definitely get it for yourself or for someone who you know could benefit from it if you feel inspired to do so. All right, definitely leave a review if that's something that you'd like to do as well. All right, you all, definitely catch me in my next vid. Hope you're having a fabulous day, and keep smiling, and just really sit with yourself and to know that you deserve more. You are worthy of having more. You deserve to be happy, but it comes from within first. All right, y'all. Peace.